Why is a sewer lateral inspection necessary when purchasing a property?
I get asked that question a lot, and the answer is kind of twofold. So if we're a buyer and we're purchasing a house, we want to know what's going on with the sewer lateral because it is a system that we cannot see. It's out of sight, out of mind, it's underground. And you will not know there's a problem until it is really a problem. And that's what I mean. We have, some smelly stuff coming out of our front yard that is not very nice to deal with, right? So we always want to get that stuff checked because it is expensive to fix. It's not cheap. We have to dig up the pipe in order to fix it, right? It's the only way to fix it. So because it's out of sight and it's out of mind, I always just encourage people, to have it inspected. Home inspectors do not talk about it. Mm-hmm. It's not covered in the home inspection at all. So the only way you're going to know there's a problem is if you inspect it, okay? Now, for a seller, there is another problem in that now we have cities that are requiring sewer laterals be inspected in order to sell the home. So that is one other reason why we have to have that inspection done. So that's why it's kind of a twofold answer, right? If you're a buyer, definitely have something checked, especially if it's an older house, right? I really encourage, if it's an older home built, I would say 1980s and earlier, I really encourage an inspection because at that point we're using older materials and you're more likely to run into some issues there over time. So inspect the house. If we're a seller, we really need to understand what city we live in. The real estate agent should be aware of what city we're in and does that city require us have that sewer lateral inspected? And if it does, then we're just going to have to do it in order to close escrow and sell the home.
Check the full episode on our YouTube channel and on Apple Podcast.